everyone, I hope that you are well. I hope that you're having a beautiful day. If you have not seen me around YouTube before, my name is Raquel. I used to make videos on alternative spirituality, but I haven't been on YouTube in at least a year, if not longer. I didn't know if I was going to be coming back or not, but I keep telling my friend Robin that I'm going to join Booktube, so I'm here to join Booktube. If you've been subscribed to me and this is not what you signed up for, I totally understand. Feel free to unsubscribe at any time. But I didn't want to make a new channel because then I have to resubscribe to all of the people and do all of the things. So I'm sorry if this is a surprise to you and it's not what you want to see in your feed, but here we are. So I thought that I would just get started with talking about the books that I'm hoping to read this month. I have 6 of them, and that's kind of a lofty goal for me. I used to love reading, but I think with just me being a millennial and technology and being, we're all multitaskers now, it's so hard for me to keep my attention on a book. I really struggle with keeping my attention, honestly. So I usually have audiobooks. Audiobooks work pretty well for me. Sometimes I have the physical and the audiobook, which is even better because then I can sit down and feel like I'm reading, but really I'm being read to. Okay, but anyways, so I think I already said I have 6 books here. I already read this one because it was only like 200 pages. This is one that I did physical and audiobook, and it's The Face on the Milk Carton by Carolyn B. Cooney. I don't know if you guys remember this series, but it was like a big series, and this book was made into a Lifetime movie. I never read the book, but I watched the Lifetime movie and I remember, and I found out that it came out in 1995, so I was only like 3 years old when it came out, but I must have watched a rerun or something because I definitely remember watching this movie. So I finally decided to pick up the book, and it's a small book. It's like 200 pages maybe. So it was a pretty fast read, especially with the audiobook keeping me on pace. So that one's done. Right now I'm reading The Borrowers by Mary Norton. It's a children's book. I really love children's books. I want to start reading more of them. So that's my goal, to read at least one children's book a month. So, okay, The Borrowers by Mary Norton. It's about these small people, these tiny people who live in people's houses, and they're always stealing all their stuff. Like, you know how things always go missing? Like, there's things that we buy all the time, like hairpins and, just things that that seem to go missing, that you always have to buy more of. Like, I guess it's about them taking all of your stuff. It's good so far. Okay. And then I have Dandelion Wine by Ray Bradbury. I know that he's an author, like he's a well-known author. I don't think I've ever read anything by him before though. Let's see. This is about 12-year-old Douglas Spalding knows Greentown, Illinois is as vast and deep as the whole wide world that lies beyond the city limits. It is a pair of brand new tennis shoes, the first harvest of dandelions for grandfather's renowned intoxicant. The distant clang of the trolley's bell on a hazy afternoon. It is yesteryear and tomorrow blended into an unforgettable always. But as young Douglas is about to discover, summer can be more than the reception of established rituals whose mystical powers holds time at bay. It can be a best friend moving away, a human time machine who can transport you back to the Civil War, or a sideshow automaton able to glimpse the bittersweet future. Come and savor Ray Bradbury's priceless distillation of all that is eternal about boyhood and summer. Excuse me. So that sounds good. This might actually be another children's book. I will have to, yep, it is. Classic of Childhood Fancies. Okay, so I'm actually reading 2 children's books this month. Okay. The next one is The Poison Thread by Laura Purcell. And I think this is actually, this goes by another name. I think it goes by The Corset as well. I'm really excited about this book. It sounds really good. It's got a short back, so I'll read it to you. Dorothea Truelove is young, wealthy, and beautiful. Ruth Butterham is young, poor, and awaiting trial for murder. When Dorothea's charitable work brings her to Oakgate Prison, she is delighted by the chance to explore her fascination with phrenology and test her hypothesis that the shape of a person's skull can cast a light on their darkest crimes. But when she meets Ruth, she is faced with another strange idea, that it is possible to kill with just a needle and thread. The story Ruth has to tell of bitterness and of betrayal, of death and dresses, will shake Dorothea's belief in rationality and the power of redemption. Can Ruth be trusted? Is she mad or a murderer? For fans of Shirley Jackson, The Poison Thread is a spine-tingling read about the evil that lurks behind the facade of innocence. So, yes. So there's that. Oh, I lied. I actually have 3 children's books this month. So this is, let's see, The Bookwanderers by Anna James. It looks super cute. And this, let's see, this is about, okay. Ever since her mother's disappearance, 11-year-old Tilly Pages has found comfort in the stories at Pages & Co., her grandparents' bookshop. But when her favorite characters, Anne of Green Gables and Alice from Wonderland, start showing up at the shop, Tilly's adventures become very real. Not only can she follow Anne and Alice into their books, she discovers she can book wander into any story she chooses. Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be wonderful? Tilly's surprising new ability leads her to fun and exciting adventures, but danger may be lurking on the very next page. When new secrets are uncovered, it's up to Tilly to solve the mystery of what happened to her mother all those years ago. From debut author Anna James comes an enchanting story about the magic of books and the power of imagination. So that sounds super cute. And let's see, the last book I have is The Lamb's Supper, The Mass as Heaven on Earth. And this is a Catholic book. I am trying to read at least one Catholic book a month because I am becoming Catholic. And I'm very excited about it. My mom was baptized Catholic, but we were not a church-going family whatsoever. And then I started looking into spirituality probably in my early 20s. And then I identified as a pagan for 4 years. And then last August, I started looking into Christianity for the first time in my entire life. And I almost immediately, I understood why people dedicated their life to Christ, and I wanted to be one of them. So I started out going to a non-denominational church, and as I was learning about Christianity and the history and everything, and then I decided that I actually wanted to be Catholic. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. I'm hoping to not have to wait until Easter of 2022 to be baptized, but if I do have to wait, that's fine. So I'm doing my RCIA right now, the formation program for people to become Catholics as adults. And I'm hoping to read a book a month, and I will definitely be talking about that, my progress on my channel at different times, but mostly, hopefully, about books. Let's see, what else? I'm not on Instagram and I'm not really on Facebook right now, but if you want to get in touch with me or just come see what I'm reading, I do have a Goodreads account, and I will link that down below. Otherwise, thanks for hanging out with me, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.